The last type of filter is pressure filter. So again, this is similar to your rapid gravity filter, but it is again in a much more compacted shape, and it is completely airtight since the water will be under pressure. So pressure filters are similar to rapid gravity filters but are closed containers, and the water is passed under pressure. Since the water will be under pressure, the container needs to be watertight, obviously. Usually, the pressure varies between 30 to 70 meter head of water. That is, the pressure inside this pressure filter for the water will be around 30 to 70 meter head of water. Now again, it's construction. So based on whether the height is more or width is more, we can differentiate that into horizontal or vertical. They can be installed in horizontal or vertical positions, and based on that, the pressure filter are divided by as horizontal filters and vertical pressure filters. So the diameters of these may vary from 1.5 to 3 meters, and the length may vary or height may vary from 3.5 to 8 meters. And inspection windows are provided at the top for checking the filter media. So what do you mean by this horizontal and vertical is? In the next slide we are going to check out its figure and details, but for now, imagine if the height or else depth of that filter is more when you compare it with the width, then we call this as vertical. If the depth is or height is less and width is more, then we are going to call it as horizontal type. In both of these, the filtering media, so basically the inflow water will be from the top and effluent will be taken from the bottom in both the cases, and even the sand media will be there on top, then gravel, then under drainage system. So this is going to be same even in both horizontal and vertical section. That is, this may be your sand, this may be your gravel, next may be your under drainage system. So everything will be in the vertical position only, but only based on the height or depth with respect to the width of that unit, you can classify that as horizontal and vertical section. So these are the horizontal and vertical type of pressure filters. You can check it out. So here, since the width is more when you compare it with the height or depth, you are going to call it as horizontal pressure filter. Here the width is less, height or depth is more, so that's why you are going to call it as vertical pressure filter. So as I told you, sand, gravel, under drainage system. Here also sand, gravel, under drainage system. So these are arranged in a vertical position only. So the inlet will be again from the top, effluent will be taken from the bottom in both the cases. Okay. So now let us understand once again what individual of these mean to you. So we'll just concentrate on this vertical pressure filter. So the same thing is even applicable for the horizontal pressure filter. Okay. So here you can check it out. So here we have only 4 valves. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have 6 valves in a rapid gravity filter. So here we have only 4 valves. So let us first understand again how the water will flow, and then we'll go for this. This is your inlet water. Okay. So this is your inlet valve basically. This is your wash water valve. This is your filtered valve, and this is your wash water valve again. Okay. So let us see how the normal operation of this particular unit works. So during the regular operation of pressure filters, what will be done is valve number 1 will be open, valve number 2 will be open, valve number 3 will be closed, and even valve 4 will be closed. So based on that, what will happen? The water will enter through the inlet. It will first come here, so this is all water. Then it will pass through sand, then it will pass through the gravel, then it will pass through the what I can say drains, and in turn it is going to pass out as a filtered material. So since the valve 4 will be closed, so the water cannot escape it over here. Okay, neither it can go into this direction. So this is the regular operation. So whatever the difficulties, what process we follow for the rapid gravity filter, the same thing is applicable here also. The only thing is size is small, as well as here the water is under pressure, whereas in the previous case it was exposed to the atmosphere. Now Similarly, once this is starting, so again here your accumulation of suspended particles will be there, and because of that the resistance will increase, so on and so forth. So all the same process will continue here. So even here also you need to do the backwashing process, so after a particular period of time. So how during the backwashing what will happen is, so valve number 1 will be closed, okay, valve number 2 will be closed, valve number 3 will be open, and valve number 4 will be open. So during this time what will happen, again the water will come from the inlet only, but instead of passing through this valve number 1, now the water is diverted to valve number 3. So since even the valve number 2 is closed, what will happen, the water will directly enter into these under drainage systems. So under pressure, again the same procedure, through these laterals the water will be again rising up with all the suspended particles which is there, and it is going to accumulate at the top. And because since this valve number 4 is open, so this wash water will be passing through this fourth valve, and in turn it will be taken to the separate treatment unit, or else it will be usually taken to the drain. That's it. Okay, so in this process, how instead of having a separate wash water tank as we had in the previous case, the raw water itself is used for this. And one more thing here I'd like to clarify. So this particular wash water we have, that to the gutter, that is open drains, what we usually discharge this, so we'll do this backwashing until the water over here is completely clear. Okay, so in the previous case I told you ki we have, apart from regular working and backwashing, we have some intermediate step where again the water will be taken out through that valve 3 for the previous figure what we have shown. But right now we don't have that kind of flexibility with this pressure filter. So that's why during that backwashing we'll make sure that the water through this valve 4 will be means the outlet of this will be clear. So till that time usually the backwashing will continue. Once we have the clear water here, then again we'll close off this valve number 4, we'll open valve number 2, we'll close off valve number 3, and we'll open valve number 1, because of which again the same flow of water will again start. Right, so this is basically how the working and the backwashing of pressure filter is going to be there. Now, rate of filtration and its efficiency. Filtration rate will be 2 to 5 times more than that of the rapid gravity filters. And the filtration rate over here is around 6,000 to 15,000 liters per hour per square meter of the filtration media. So here in the previous case in rapid gravity filters it was 3,000 to 6,000, but here it is 6,000 to 15,000 liters per hour per square meter. I hope till now for all the three filters we have expressed our filtration rate in terms of the same minute. I hope you are comfortable with this now. Okay. Now lower rates can be used for domestic supply, intermediate rates can be used for industries, and high rates of filtration can be used for swimming pools. So what do you mean by these low rates, intermediate rates, and high rates? Is nothing but a rate of filtration, because the value over here is quite, variation is quite large, 6,000 to 15,000. The variation is too much. So why we need for domestic supply, why we need a lower rate is because if the lower rate is there, your efficiency will be more. So that's why for domestic supply usually we don't use it, but in any case lower rates can be applied for a domestic or small community this thing. And intermediate rates can be used for the industries where specific kind of water quality is required, and high rates where we don't need that much good quality of water, for example the swimming pool. So there we can use high rate of filtration, because the amount of filtration required for the swimming pools will be very high. So immediately with high rate of filtration it can be done with pressure filters. Now efficiency of these filters are much less than the other filters, that is slow sand filter and rapid gravity filter, and produce very poor quality effluent. Hence these are not used for public water supplies. These are not actually used for the public water supplies. So you might have you might ask me, so what is this domestic supply then? So usually domestic supply in the sense what, for small communities. or small colonies, we can use this pressure filter, but not for the entire public water supply system. Okay, since the compact size of the filter, it is preferred for treating relatively clearer water. That is, if your raw water is of already of good quality, that is, it doesn't have much of a turbidity or color or odor, then those things can be treated with this pressure filters for communities, colonies, private pools and industries. So usually we don't prefer this for public water supply, but it can be used for a smaller sized any of the what I can say sectors. Yeah. Now, advantages of pressure filter. So it is compact in its size and operation is automatic. That is, there is no human labor required for this. You just need to open the valves. The person needs to know what valve does what. So everything filtration will be automatically done. Due to its small size, filtering media required is less. So when you compare it with the previous two units, that is a slow sand filter and rapid gravity filter, so the amount of filtering media required here is very less because of the size is small. Sedimentation and coagulation tank can be avoided. So if you are using, if it is a relatively clear water, then if it is not required, then we can skip off this sedimentation needed with coagulation tank, and directly that can be fed into the pressure filter. Rate of filtration can be changed by changing the pressure of water. That is, in the previous slide we have discussed. So for low rates, intermediate rates, high rates, so how we are going to change that rate of flow or rate of filtration? That is just by changing the water pressure which is flowing inside that pressure filter. So with that we can actually change the rate of filtration. For relatively clearer water, the pressure filter will be much more economical. Effluent will be under pressure, hence pumping to the next treatment unit is prevented. That is, usually this pressure filter is again one unit of treatment. Okay, initially we have studied regarding the sedimentation process, then we have filtration, then we have let us say disinfection. Okay, so from each unit, once the effluent comes out, we need to pump the water to the next unit. So if you are using pressure filter over here for filtration process, because of this effluent will be already under pressure, so automatically that will raise to a higher level, and that can be used for the further treatment methods, whether it is disinfection or softening or any other techniques which we have. So for that again pumping can be prevented if we use pressure filters. Now disadvantages. Although the filtration rate is high, but overall size of the unit is small, and hence capacity of the treatment will be less. So what do you mean by this is, even though the rate of filtration is around 6,000 to 15,000 liters per hour per meter square, but since the entire size itself is compact, so the total quantity of water treated will be obviously less. So that is one of the disadvantages. So it is less efficient in removing bacteria, turbidity, hence poorer quality of water will be the output. So this is one of the disadvantage. Since filtration and backwashing takes place in an enclosed vessel, proper inspection may not be possible. So here what actually happened in the previous slides, what we have seen, only on top we have something called as inspection chamber. So we can just see the top portion from here. We are not understanding actually what is happening inside the all these particular layers. So again that is going to be a disadvantage for this. Inspection, cleaning and replacement of sand, gravel and under drainage system is difficult. The reason is everything is sealed here because it is working under pressure, so everything is watertight, everything is sealed over here. So at that point of time, only with a small hatch to remove the entire contents of these, and if you any repairs are there that needs to be maintained over here, only with the small hole to do all those things, it will become difficult. So that is one more disadvantage of pressure filters. Okay, with this the filtration part with the three filters what we have, slow sand filter, rapid sand filter and gravity pressure filters are over. So let us see what all things we have covered till now. So in the first session we have done with sedimentation, so theory, settling tanks, types, concepts, everything is done. Second session we had with Coagulation aided with sedimentation, again types of coagulants, chemical feeding, flash mixing, clariflocculators. Now in this filtration we had mechanism, theory of filtration, types of filters, so that is slow sand filter, rapid sand filter and pressure filters, including its construction, operation, cleaning. So all these things are done. Even the operational troubles or problems in filters that we have studied. So design of slow and rapid sand filters without under drainage systems. So that we need to do it. Once we come back to the regular class, we are going to take up with that. Now you can check it out, please. Here, operational problems in filters. So here only the problems are without under drainage system. So problems are there without under drainage system, but for theoretical concept you need to understand even the under drainage system. So this is there for your syllabus. Now in the next class what we'll do is we'll directly go for the fourth module and we'll finish off few of the aspects over there. Then we'll complete the fifth and then we'll come back for this ultra and micro filtration. Thank you.